So today we are going to discuss another topic. This is also related with the resistance. But this resistance is related with the gas phase. This is a difference between the earlier lecture where this is a liquid phase. In earlier case we have discussed about this time which is a liquid phase. Now how to develop the equation. Since almost the every step is same, so we are just going quickly about how to develop. So let us see about the diagram. So this is a representation of the gas permeation membrane process and their resistance. So as far as this, we know that this is a membrane. This is a membrane, and the length is given here. This is a length L. L length is given here, and this is a phase 1, and this is a phase 2. Phase 1. Phase 1 is also a gas phase. Phase 2 is also a gas phase. So both have a gas phase and one membrane is there. So obviously a solute A is passing from phase 1 to phase 2 via this membrane. So solute A flux can be calculated by Na. So what is going on? So normally the gas in the gas phase we are not going to show the concentration in terms of concentration but in the terms of pressure. So here PA1 is the partial pressure of A in the phase 1 and PA1I is the partial pressure of A in the phase 1 at the interface between the gas and the membrane, that is a solid phase. Then in the solid, this solute is represented in the concentration, that's why it is a C1IS. So concentration of A at the interface in the solid, at the interface but in the solid, and C2IS is the concentration of solute in the solid at the phase 2. And again, since this PA2, this is a phase, gas phase, so partial pressure of A in the second phase at the interface, and this PA2 is the partial pressure of a second partial pressure of solute in the second phase, that is a bulk partial pressure, and this is the interface partial pressure. So this is the things that is going on. So what happened, this is a bulk, in fact this is a bulk A1 pressure, and if the pressure is slightly reduced at this one, and then what happened, the concentration of A is reduced again, and there is a relationship between these two, that is the interface relationship between the gas phase and solid phase, and the relationship represented by the K values. And again there is a relationship between the second phase also, between the solid and gas phase. And as far as the transfer of the A from the bulk phase to the interface, this is governed by, this phase is governed by this phase, this portion is governed by Kc1, that is the mass transfer coefficient of basically the A in the phase 1, and this phase is governed by Kc2, that is the mass transfer coefficient in the phase 2. So this is all the diagram, and now come to the solution part, how to develop the equation related to the resistance in the gas permeation. So for that thing we have to first look about the some relationship. So first thing we should know about the we assume that the gas is ideal. So that we can have a simple equations. If the gas is ideal, then what we can do, we can generate a simple equation, because we know that PV is equal to nRT. So earlier in the diagram we have to convert this pressure into concentration. Basically if we have a concentration format, then we are very much easy, basically easy to develop the equations. So concentration means, or you can say concentrations in the pressure. Concentration means normally moles per meter cube in volume, or say volume. So how we can represent this, because all these things are available here. Moles is represented by N, meter cube, that is volume, it is represented by V. So in fact the concentration term is available in this equation. So if I say P upon RT is equal to N upon V. So N upon V is nothing but the concentration term. So that is the very much important here to understand the meaning here. So what happened normally in the earlier equation for this mass transfer, in the diagram for this mass transfer equation for this, so this is normally represented by the concentration. So for example, if you remember in the earlier case, this, if this is a membrane, and uh, and this is, this is a PA1, and this is a PA1I. So there is a drop, and this is gone by KC1. So earlier, if you remember that, this flux can be calculated as C1, and then the concentration difference, that is a 1 minus C2. That is the concentration difference. But we have to change this concentration, these two concentration in terms of pressure, and pressure is means, so it can be a P upon RT minus P1 upon P2 upon RT. What my point? KC1. So in this way we can here basically develop the equation where this P1 is, in our case this P1 is the PA1, and this P2 is the PA1I interface. So if you, this is, so take out the common values, so we can say Na is equal to KC1 upon RT, and PA1 minus PA1I interface. So this is the equation resistance in the phase 1. Phase 1, this is the phase 1 resistance, and it means that about this section we have calculated the resistance. Similarly for this phase 2 we can also get. So for phase 2 Na can be taken as, and that is the difference between the same values, that is a PA2I minus PA2. So this is a second one. And as far as the resistance in the membrane is concerned, so earlier this is given value DAB, this DAB is given, that is the diffusivity. So if you remember earlier, this can be denoted by in the membrane, this is phase 2, in membrane, Na can be denoted by DAB upon, and the difference between the concentration, and that difference is the C1IS minus C2IS. So this is the resistance in the membrane. So we can get all these three, phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, if we make it all these, because Na is equal to, everywhere Na is same. So we can write here, if you see here, this Na, just zoom it, this Na is equal to KC1 upon RT, PA1 upon PA. So this is at the phase 1, and this will be a very much same upon D upon L, and concentration difference, this is the second, and that is equal to we will discuss about how we can get here K2 upon 3.1. So this is for the phase, this is phase 2, this is phase 1, and this is membrane, in membrane. So now in the membrane we have transferred this equation in this form. How? So there is a one relationship. Let us look about the relationship. That is the one thing that you should know, and that the relationship is given here. So you can see the relationship, the equilibrium relationship between the solid and gas phases is denoted by H. H is S upon 22 point this one. This is basically a standard for a standard because we have assumed that that is ideal gas, and that is nothing but the ratio of solid phase to the gas phase, Cs upon Pa. So for the phase 1, this is for the phase 1, it is C1 Is upon P1 Is. This is for phase 1. And for the phase 2, this is C2Is upon Pa2. So this equation is given here. So this we have to transfer these two values. How? We have to transfer this value and this value with the help of, you see here. So there is a relationship, means that uh, PA is nothing but if P is here, sorry, Ca can be replaced, Ca can be replaced by H into Pa. This is the formula. So H into Pa. So the same thing is happening here, and we have replaced by H into Pa. So H is taken as a common and Pa is taken as the difference. So this is about the Na value. And what we can do here, one more thing is we are going to introduce that DABH, this value. So DABH value is represented by the permeability, PM value. And if you put the H value, because H value is given here, H value is given here from H value is nothing but S upon 22.414. So DABS upon this one. So now it comes, permeability comes around, the PM values comes around DABS upon this one. Now come to the if you have to shift this value, permeability value in the equation, in this equation, and rearrange it, and if you put the rearranging of all these things, you will get this equation. It is a simple equation where we can get Na is equal to P, difference in the pressure between the phase 1 and phase 2 upon 1 upon Kc1 upon Rt plus 1 upon rho ml plus 1 upon Kc2 Rt. So this is a final equation you all have to remember here. Final equation, resistance equation. So you have to remember this one, and so this is all about how to do it. One more thing here that is required. So for example, in case where the pure A is on the left side of the membrane, means there is no there is no other material are there, there is no diffusion resistance in the gas phase, and Kc1 will be infinite in that case. So note that Kc1 Kc1 is equal to Kc1 upon Rt, that is the gas phase. So what happened? So it can be no resistance in the phase 1. So example is given here. Example of gas permeation in the membrane is use of polymeric membrane as an oxygenator for the heart lung machine to oxygenate blood. In this biomedical applications, pure O2 gas is on one side of the thin membrane and blood is on the other side. Oxygen diffuses through the membrane into the blood, and CO2 diffuses in the reverse direction into the gas stream. So that is the one example of the gas phase where this is oxygen and here CO2 is there. This is a membrane here. So this oxygen is shifted here and this CO2 is going this way. So this is one example of the gas phase where we have to find out the resistance. Thank you very much.